Hey, good Monday morning. Doing this Monday morning. About ready to leave. I got to get out of here. Well, within an hour anyways. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Trucking news. I ain't got no trucking news. Guilty by Association truck show was this last weekend. I did not make it, but that is a great truck show. If you guys ever get a chance to go. It's only every 2 years down there in Joplin. So, I think, have I heard anything else? Nah, not really. So, I'll just run through these numbers real quick, and we only had one load board request, so I will go do that. And then I got to get to work. All right. So this week, I actually brought a load home last Friday, so it adds to the week. I got 5 loads instead of my normal 4. This week was Monday morning. Had to leave early, 5 a.m., and then I got home Friday morning at 3 a.m., which is way out of my normal running hours, but I loaded Thursday morning in Portage and got down to Precoat in St. Louis, and their crane was broke and just trucks stacked up everywhere. So about the time I finally decided to lay down, about an hour into that, they called. It was my turn. That was around 11:30-ish or so, quarter to 12 at night. And then I was back up and awake. I'm like, you know what? I just want to go home, want to shower, all that. So I headed home. Got home about 2:33 in the morning Friday. So, all right, here we go. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loads. My total was, I'm getting a text there. Total was $4,758.33. CRST deductions. And if this is the first video, all these numbers are to me after the 25%. Well, you guys, new guys, give up a little bit more than that. So I still get 75. I know some of you guys coming on are getting down 72, 73. They've changed things to try to get their head above water because trucking is tough. Even the big companies like CRST and stuff have been operating at like 102. So every $100 they put in, they get 98 back. So they're trying to tighten up their belt and pinch pennies where they can because they're in business to make money. So anyways, total to the truck, to me after everything, $47.58.53. $340 is my CRST deductions, which is my trailer rent, base plates, bobtail insurance, Quailcom, all that other stuff you pay for. I had $1,139.24 in fuel. Other expenses, we go to the credit card. I bought a bunk heater. Mine went out finally after 4 years. I use those little cheap Chinese ones. They work great. $93.79. I'll probably do a video putting that in. I just got to swap it out. Probably not the bunk heater went out in mine. I think the fuel pump went out, but they come in a package. The fuel pump alone, if you try to buy it separate, it's like $40. Just get the whole thing. I had to get the rest of my oil that I didn't get last week, $79.88. About $102.22 in tolls. Leaving me a net of $3,003.40 for you lease purchase guys. Real quick. Oh, my miles. Total of 1,806 miles. So I averaged 263 a loaded mile. I had about 275 empty miles for the week. Didn't really factor that. I didn't run the numbers on that. You guys know my stick. 500 or under, I don't sweat it. For your lease purchase guys, I've just run the numbers a little bit for you. I put the bunk heater and oil back in since you wouldn't be paying for that. So it's $173.67. Would bring your net to $3177.07 before your other deductions. You have $800 in costs above mine because you have your lease payment. And you're probably, I give a little leeway to you guys that are still like paying into your escrow and things like that. I figure you guys are paying about $1,200 a week versus my $340. So you got about $800, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, that's about $850, but I put 800 here. Another text. Monday morning, texts are going crazy here. So $800 above my cost. And then your mileage maintenance, if they got you for all of it, the $1,800 and $275, whatever that came to, times 20 cents a mile would be $416.20, leaving you a net to your bank account of $1,960.87. All right, so we're keeping our head above water. That's it, guys. I don't know anything else. I'm just kind of doing this video super fast. and so I can get to work. Yay, lucky me. Everybody's excited to go to work. So let me switch over and do the one load board request, and we will wrap it up. Got any more load board requests, just keep putting them in there in case I missed one. Remember, city, state, and then anything else you want to say. Because if you say, hey, how you doing? Been watching your videos for a long time, blah, blah, blah. I appreciate all that. Could you look this up? Well, yeah, I could, but I'll never find it because when I go back through the hundreds of comments through the week, I'm just skimming through them, looking for city and state and writing them down. If you bury the city and state in the comment after the first few words, I'll never see it. All right? All right, you guys have a good week. God bless you, man. We'll see you. Bye. All right, guys, here we go. Someone wanted Roanoke, Virginia. If you're a kid from the 80s like me, you'll remember when they'd always sell that stuff on TV. The plates. You remember the plates, collector's plates? Oh, man, I'm dating myself, all this stuff. Dad, for some reason, it was always based out of Roanoke, Virginia. I could still hear the guy on TV. Send $19.95 plus $10 shipping and handling to P.O. Box blank, 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 Roanoke, Virginia. All right, anyways. Days gone by. So let's do, date-wise, we'll do the whole week. So today to Friday, all right, into October, coming up to November, duck season, woohoo! Started 100 miles. What do we got? We got 3 loads. Okay. $3, $3 range, low 2s. All right. So Roanoke, Virginia. Let's go out a little bit. I don't know how far that is from Prince George, but we got some good loads coming out of there, those aluminum loads. So now 150 miles, you got 15 loads. We'll just let you look at them. Not real familiar with the East Coast, so I don't run Virginia very often. Haven't in a couple years. I'm not an East Coast, Eastern Seaboard expert, but Youngsville, North Carolina to Massachusetts, 355. Oops, back out of there. I hit that on accident. $2 over to Oklahoma. Forget that. This Oklahoma is not good to get out of. Over into Boise. No way. 204. Don't be taking those loads, guys. That's where they mess up. Oh, $5,600. I got to have it. Plus, it's got 2 stops on it. Man, what a time-consuming load. And you're coming back with garbage lumber that'll barely pay your fuel costs. So, careful, guys. Stay in your lane. Stay in a good lane. All right. That's it. I mean, I could go out 200 miles. I mean, it's getting a little bit far. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do to get to work. There we go. Show results. 20 loads. So, I don't know. Now, remember, I say it every time, the load board is not the be-all, end-all. There are other loads out there. There's no trucks in the areas. Agents aren't going to throw up a ton of loads on the load board. It's a waste of time. And this doesn't mean there wasn't loads either. You know, if you're on your game and doing what you're supposed to, if you're heading to Roanoke, Virginia, you call or you live there, you get to know the closest agent to you, and they will get you loads. And they never make the load board. Every load I haul out on a Monday and a Wednesday, if I come back down out of Blytheville, never made it to the load board. Okay? So there are loads out there and people like me hauling them that never hit the load board. Remember that. All right, guys, God bless you. We got to roll. We got to get ready, take a shower, get old Ellie Mae fired up, and get to trucking. I'll have a good week. God bless you. See you. Bye.